Yeah, hello. Let's see. Are we live? We should be live. In Finnish we say a swear word and mikä työmaa in the end of the sentence. Roughly meaning that fudge cake. What a construction site. Yeah, so symbolically kind of trying to share what kind of work went into actually getting the game running. Of course, Microsoft has done work in the background. We tried a live stream yesterday, Finnish time, and that failed miserably. Yeah, proper tongue twister for me. But yeah, anyway, we had a few of you joining us on a trivia night with AI-Sky, and that was fun. Thank you for that. But now we try to just, I have no script, nothing. I'm just gonna try to play the game. Come on, Microsoft, let me play the game. And that's what we are going to do right now. On top of the actual game bugging out properly, I had problems. I'm sorry if you got a notification or two regarding the live streams starting, because I had to toggle on and off and I didn't get the actual gameplay to show. Where's my overlay? Yeah, beneath me, the gameplay, the actual, yeah, background gameplay did not work in OBS. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I got the game working, but then the overlay and the gameplay, yeah, the gameplay overlay of the game did not work, so yeah, I had problems with that also, and hence I toggled on and off a few times and tried to get OBS to work in a live stream setting. But now we should be streaming. OBS claims that it's live or recording. No, not recording. Live, it should be live. Yeah, streaming. And the game audio, gameplay, the overlays. Yeah, my voice, and soon maybe also AI-Sky's voice is going to be audible. All right, great success. Nice. So let's just play the game then. I'm gonna have some performance indicators in the background. I do have MSI's Afterburner and it works, but I actually am slightly dreading to kind of put it on now, so maybe I let it be. I tried it once, so this is not the first impressions of the game. I tried Tokyo and something like that, and on pure native 2K settings I got about 20 frames a second. Not too many frame dips, but 17 to 22 frames a second over Tokyo city center. And I think that's on par with Msfs 2020. And on top of that, I then crashed into Tokyo. Sorry for that. The plane does what it did in the technical alpha. So it just jumped around and ended up on its roof. And yeah, so then I walked in Tokyo city center. I have to say that I'm pleasantly surprised that the quality seemed better, a lot better than in New York in the technical alpha that I recorded. You can find that comparison then if you want to look at that on the entire The Retreat YouTube channel. But yeah, I walked in Tokyo and the buildings and the sound, the ambient sound of a city, a busy city. With a rainstorm, I tried the default light thunder or rainstorm setting also. It all was, yeah, it was a lot better than in the technical alpha. No hiccups and such. One crash as I tried to get this overlay with OBS and everything working. I had one crash, but otherwise fine. And now as it's about noon time here in Finland, I think it's evening in Australia and general here in Eastern Asia. So I'm gonna stick here for now because yeah, respectfully, shamelessly trying to leverage the time zones, so that if there are anybody who are awake in Eastern Asia, yeah, maybe you are interested in jumping into the live stream and looking at the game, or kind of exploring the game with us here on Entire the Retreat. So I think Australia, if I'm not misspeaking, as the locals may be saying it, but where should we go? Maybe a Gold Coast I have in the comparison, so I'm gonna do a 2020 versus 2024 comparison in the future, so I'm gonna let that be. Canberra, Melbourne, where's Sydney? Adelaide, Perth, Darwin, where's the Opera? Is it the Opera House? I actually do not know where Sydney is. Daniel Ricciardo, those who know F1 or Formula 1, is from Perth. Where's Sydney? Oh, there. There's Sydney. Is the Opera House at the coast, I think? It should be a landmark, yes, a point of interest. There, okay. Yeah, alright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, come on, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, come on, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 2, 3, what's happening? 4, 5, yeah, 55 seconds or such. Yeah, that was not a fast load. Sorry if you are wondering what I'm counting, but yeah, just the old-fashioned way. Try to count how many seconds it takes to load in. I have had anything from 15, even sub 15 seconds to, I think this is the longest one actually, 55 seconds or so. Alright, real time. Let's put a time of day that is so we can see something. Alright, so the stream of course is not the best quality. Is my controller working? It worked earlier. Oh, now it's working. Nice job. Actually, I must take the cord. Sorry. Oh, now it started my Xbox in the background also, but it's still working, so... Okay. We are at what? Medium settings, I think. Let me just also check that I'm actually live on... Yeah, no, yes. Can I hear myself? Sorry if it's looping now. Yeah, okay. Alright, overlay working, audio is working. Then I have the chat here. 4 of you looking at this. Nice to have you with us here. So, I think we are at medium settings. Let me check that. It's slightly jagged, but that's to be expected. Those who are interested, I am playing, I think the title says that I'm playing with the low-end PC, yeah? So this is a true live scenario, yeah, and medium, what's the word? A preset, yeah, medium preset. There's my settings. And yeah, scaling at 100. So this is true medium default. Medium default, yeah. Default medium. Rambling here, sorry. But now here in Sydney, I so want to put on the telemetry. I'm terrified of the system crashing. Well, YOLO. Please don't crash, because I had that problem before. Where's the server? Is that showing? Please, please work. Yeah, it's showing. Yes, alright. So in the lower center of the screen you have the live performance telemetry, as we now just explore the world here. Sydney, where's the Opera House? I think it's the Opera House. The stream quality should be 2K. I'm gonna check it, but it's using my internet here at home, so I'm not gonna use it as I want every single ounce of power from my my bandwidth to be utilized in the game, so yeah, I'm gonna put my own on 240p. But I'm gonna chat with you guys if you have any questions, so shoot them here. Let me know if you have anything that you are wondering or want to visit a different location. I'm trying to keep most of the flying in Eastern Asia, and here in the is it Oceania in Finnish? Oceania. I'm not sure how to say it. Or is yeah, I don't know, the Pacific. New Zealand, Australia. Can't come up with the right name right now. But yeah, we are getting 20 frames per second on a native medium, and you have the overlay down in the center part of the screen. And the description of what PC I'm using should be in the description of this live stream. Yes, I have my PC specifications in the live stream description below the video. But 20 frames a second, similar to Tokyo. And now I'm really curious. So it's using internet, of course, more than what Msfs 2020 used. You are not seeing my overlay now here as I'm looking at the task manager, Windows Task Manager, but we are at about 10 to 15 plus minus 10 megabytes per second download. Yeah, let's say 10 to 15 to be on the, yeah, alright, 10 to 15 about when I fly here. I guess it's loading in, and then there's the cache in the background, of course, but it's not terrible. It's medium settings. It's not terrible. It's borderline summertime in Australia, don't quote me on that, but they have a different annual rhythm to Finland. We have winter is coming, so to say, to Finland. Actually, looking out the window, yesterday or 3 days ago we got our first snow, and that's late. Usually we get the snow 3 weeks ago or something like that. But yeah, in Australia, summertime is coming, I think. Genworth building. Now it's dropping to 17 frames a second. Medium, native medium on my more or less low-spec PC. So I'm really close to the actual kind of lowest tier that Microsoft provided on their, or provides on their site regarding the PC specifications. There's the Sydney Opera House. Let's see if I can zoom in a little here with the cursor. Oh, that's sensitive. Have to adjust that at some point. It's not looking bad. Oh, 15 frames a second. So yeah, we are pushing the system right now, but that's to be expected. Remember, I'm playing in native 2K, not 1080p. And on top of that, I am of course recording in so-called native 2K through OBS, so even though you would be playing this in 2K, you would gain some frames because I'm using my graphics card to decode, I think, the stream. I'm not sure if it's the graphics card or the CPU, but yeah, in any case, background processes are active on the same time. Then yeah, my internet bandwidth, as I said, everything is in the description of this live stream, but it's 10 megabytes up and 100 megabytes down, though as I just looked at the task manager, we are at about 10 to 15 megabytes down, so it's not utilizing everything. I guess it loads in assets in the beginning when you fly into an area, and then after that it settles down until you kind of fly over a new area. But yeah, curious to see what well, no, let's try a weather change first, but then I'm gonna try, how does this work? Where's the presets? No, don't show 3D thermal. Live. Oh, I have to toggle it off. So, high level of clouds. That's not doing that much. Rain. Oh, we have a rainbow. Let's try to gain some altitude. Of course, lower down it drops frames, so it can drop frames to 15 if I'm really low to the ground, and this is a big urban area. Honestly, I have not flown over Sydney in 2020, so I cannot say for sure. But yeah, if somebody in the chat is from this part of the world, let me know. Kind of why I'm flying here, because you have evening time there, and maybe some of you are sitting in front of the computer or your smartphone. Oh, look at that. Proper rainbow arches. But yeah, 18 frames a second. I think the actual kind of haze and atmospheric, yeah, look, you can see barely the city. I think it looks really nice, the haze, and kind of how thick the air is with moisture. Yeah, that looks impressive. Of course, the stream is gonna be introduce some, I think it's artifacts and compression, so you're not getting the full detail that I'm getting here on my screen. But in general, if you look through the city skyscrapers, there's yeah, I think that's actually quite good, the renderation of the fog and moisture in the air. That rainbow is borderline trippy. Now it's a circle. Not sure. Let's see if we jump into the airplane. Yeah, we got a proper kind of circle rainbow following us. Looks nice. Not sure how realistic that is, but. And the rendering distance on medium settings. I'm repeating myself, but yeah, native medium settings in 2K. I think it's good. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna say if it's impressive or amazing, because this is actually the first hour of flying that I'm doing on this game. I just tested it before, as it crashed yesterday, or it didn't crash, it didn't load. I was stuck at the hashtag Msfs 97% club with many others. But yeah, now we see that we flew out from the rain, and now we are arriving to another more hazy part. So there's a contrast, a clear contrast as we flew. Oh, hi Irvin. Irvin K. Looks really good, and you are really lucky to make it work so well. I can't even load a flight at the moment. Oh, there's still problems in the world. Yeah, I'm from Finland, and have absolutely no idea if or what part of the world is affected by it still. I loaded into the game this morning. It was about, what was it, 9 AM Finnish time. I had a 3-hour stream yesterday from 7 or 8 to 11 Finnish time, and it was a catastrophe, even though we had a trivia with AI-Sky. So some fun as we flew. No, sorry, we did not fly. We actually looked at the infamous, at this point, infamous loading loop video that many of us were forced to watch yesterday. So, but yeah, lucky it seems. If there's still problems in the world, just let me know if there's anything you want me to test out, and I can do it. As of right now, I don't have a plan other than maybe test out the actual new features, and I'm gonna try to do a live stream maybe this evening. But of course, if you are from the Eastern Asia or Australia, New Zealand and such, you are probably sleeping. But yeah, it is what it is, different time zones and such. So all right, that's a lot of rainbows. I think actually one thing that I have to mention on the preset, or the default kind of rain cloud preset, the prominent thing compared to 2020 is that I'm sure you can do these kind of settings in 2020, but the depth, the kind of HDR depth of the fog and haze, the atmospheric kind of thickness, that's something that I notice immediately compared to the old game. I hope that it's showing also, yeah, showing also in the live stream. Yeah, I'm sure there were a lot of funny streams yesterday. People doing their best to provide some value, even though the goddamn game didn't load. But so far it's working. And I even got the performance overlay in the lower part of the screen. Sometimes screen. Sometimes it bugs out with the games, so this time it worked. I'm gonna take a loop over the more bay areas here. Let's be inside the airplane also for a moment. As I said, the PC specifications are written down in the description. I have really close to the actual lowest tier PC that Microsoft provided on, or provides as information on their website. So hopefully this provides then of course some value for you, because this is kind of the worst you get, right? I could get more frame rates but by not live streaming this or recording in the background, and I could get more frames if I would play in native 1080p, but I'm playing in 2K. So I'm kind of taxing the system slightly more than necessary, if that makes sense. And it's the lowest tier system. So this should be the worst case scenario. Yeah. if you have a similar internet speed to mine. I have 10 up and 100 megabytes down, and it's it's fiber and it's connected with the cord to the PC, so no LAN here. And that's kind of what Microsoft shared with us also. They, even though it was a catastrophe yesterday and seems to be still, partially at least, reading the chat here, they are leaning towards using cloud computing, and the internet is really important in that scenario. And hopefully this then provides better performance for lower tier PCs like mine. And I'm not sure, I can't say at this point what the actual situation regarding performance is, but I'm sure when I play it for a while, I'm getting a general understanding if it's at par or better or worse than the 2020 game. Now I changed to light thunderstorm, I think, but we're at 17 frames per second still. Let's see if I can actually. I'm gonna fly over this Bay Area. Actually, yeah, look at the. Does my cursor show? I'm testing and looking at the stream myself. There's about a 7 to 8 second, 7 to 8 second delay. But yeah, the cursor is showing. So yeah, if you look at this kind of shelf here, that looks impressive. A proper storm front. You can kind of dive under that one. Can I zoom in? Oh, have to adjust the sensitivity of the cursor. Come on, come on. Calm down, calm down. Yeah, so there's a proper contrast. I can hear the thunder. I have gameplay sounds down 22 decibels in OBS because otherwise I would be kind of competing with the gameplay sounds, so I would be shouting on top of them. But I can hear in my headset distant thunder. I guess the storm front has some thunder and lightning in it, so. But here we see, even though we are down to 20 frames per second and dipping below that sometimes, it's not all the time utilizing 100% of my 1070 GPU. Wish I had a 1080 or what's the word? A 490 maybe. Maybe in the future, I don't know. But yeah, it's at 90-95, more or less maxing out. Then they said that they're using, is it multi-threading, I think, regarding the CPU. Here at least it's at about 30%. And every core and thread is doing something. So that's good, I guess. I have a 2600 or 2600, I guess the right way to say it. A non-X variant, a AMD Ryzen R5 2600. It's 6 cores, 6 threads, so they're all showing here. And 16 gigabytes of RAM. It's, I think it's G.Skill Fortis 2400 megahertz. So the RAM is sub-average, I think. I really think my system is close to the lowest spec that Microsoft has provided on their site. And it's using about 11 gigabytes of the 16 I have in the PC. So there you go. It's playable if you, I mean, you're not trying to be maverick Maverick, yeah, you know, Tom Cruise, Maverick, with a Cessna 172. So if you are flying slow like this, it's not catastrophically bad, even though we are down to 20 frames per second. Hopefully that shows also in the live stream. But yeah, I would wish I would be at 30 or above in general. And I'm gonna test low soon here, low settings. But it's playable, I think. Here at Entire Retreat we do kind of documentary style explorative episodes. Fly over places and then talk about those places and do short documentaries. So if you fancy episodes like that, give us a follow. But yeah, for that I think this is good, because I'm not doing any Red Bull air race trick flying at this point, at least. There we can see the white waters, the shoreline white waters. That I think looks, I'm gonna actually fly closer to that, because that looks more realistic than in Msfs 2020. The way it kind of breaks down to foam at the shoreline. So let's try to turn around this Cessna. Descend. Yeah, I have to say, again, I'm not sure if it's showing in the stream, but from this altitude at least, that looks proper realistic. The water surface. 24 frames, so we're gaining, of course, some here. Yeah, that looks good. Well done, Microsoft. This looks proper good. In this scenario, at least. Now we're close to overspeed. Then the foliage is something. Of course, there's summertime soon, or about to be here in Australia, so we do not get the orangey red brown foliage. Can I zoom in on that? Oh, this is kind of difficult. Don't crash. Maybe I can actually land on that beach. Hold my beverage, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna try to land on that beach. Wish me luck. Maybe we can actually land here somewhere at the end. No pressure. Oh my, I'm sweating under this mask. Then I'm gonna soon test the low settings. Hopefully we're not losing too much. In general, I would have medium settings and maybe take down the photogrammetry of the buildings, because usually it's cityscapes that takes a tax on the system, and maybe put on high even the clouds. So lessen the quality of the urban areas, and then bump up the quality of the clouds and sky. Ooh. Is it easier to be inside or outside? Too fast, first and foremost.
500.
Whoa, 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 whoa. There's some wind here. Of course there are. Hold my beverage. Slightly sensitive, the controller. Want to look at the shoreline, white waters and foam. Oh, it's turning. It's turning. The shore is turning. No. Nose down. Oh yes. Oh, look at how the airplane leaves or airplane landing gear leaves dust and tire marks. I guess the rain front has not gone over here because it's dusty. If it would be wet, I guess that the sand would not be upset and puff up like that. But yeah, nice detail. Where's the... I'm not sure how or where the handbrake is. Spacebar? No, don't crash. Yeah, it's not the exact same. Oh, come on. It should stop because... and not... yeah, we're gonna crash. I can't find the brakes. We're gonna use the hill to stop the airplane. Oh, come on! Now it's rolling backwards. Where's the... I'm gonna give it some throttle. The tree is gonna stop me. No? Okay, that's a bug. But anyway, can I stop the airplane here? Thank you, thank you. So let's take a walk on the beach. You fancy a walk on the beach with me here at Entire Retreat? How do I do this? I must look at the... oh, this is so sensitive. I have to adjust that at some point. Come on. Where are we? Yeah, the white waters. I'm not sure how well it looks here at the ground. 26 frames per second. Oh, we can run. Take a run on the beach. Do I drown? Oh, now I hear that my feet is in the wet water. In the alpha I could walk on water. Can I do it here also? No, I think we actually are. Are we on the water or in the water? I'm gonna test that immediately because in the Lofoten area in Norway we could we landed on top of the water, crash landed and then walked on the water. I think we are wading right now. We're not on the water. I think. Are we moving? This looks quite impressive actually. Now we are getting a rain cloud on top of us, so I'm not sure if we are moving. I tried to move further away from the shore. Well, I think we are moving. But maybe there's a max depth, a wading depth. I'm not sure if we're gonna get the head below water at some point. Don't swim in a thunderstorm, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of those don't do at home moments. In case the lightning strikes into the sea. Yeah, I'm not sure. It seems like we're in the max depth is somewhere at chest level. So let's see if we can run back to the airplane. Any places you want to visit, let me know in the chat. Hopefully it's oh, now we get heavy rain. Hopefully the chat is updating live. Are we stuck or are we moving? I think we are moving. And we are... oh, the waves are now getting bigger, so... let's change the low now. What? Oh, it's low settings. We get that was also in the alpha. I'm not sure if it's because of the rain or because we are at low settings, but some kind of, it seems like frost on the canopy and branches of trees that was present in the alpha, the technical alpha. And we're getting a proper thunderstorm here right now, a front that is going over us. Hopefully you can see or hear the thunder also. Maybe a sunnier location like St. Barts or something with more detail like Tokyo or New York City. Where's St. Barts? Don't know that location, but we can go there, yeah? Irvin? Can you assist me in explaining? I could of course take up my phone here and Google it myself, but nice if you can give me some further information where St. Bart is located. I think that's St. Bart. Can I enter? Yeah. I can try to Google it myself. Oh, it's an airport. All right. Yeah, I'm using of course, the smartphone and tablet on the same time, so I can navigate the world. I have, of course, or naturally, I have a limited knowledge, so thank you for assisting. Tango, Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Jeans. All right. I'm gonna do that, but first I'm gonna do this because I just wanna take off from the look ahead. Take off from the beach also. Oh no. Flaps are down, so we should get lift. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna go to St. Bart's in a moment. I'm just gonna do a short run with low settings here. I'm gonna adjust to clear skies. And just let me know what you think. I'm gonna let you know what I think also. Come on, weather. If there is a... It's not a huge difference. I think the white foams are maybe... Of course it's sunny right now, but it's maybe a lower resolution. The trees are alright. We gained about 10 frames a second, we are 29 right now, so... The ATC is letting me know things that I don't understand. I'm not a certified pilot. Sorry, lady. I mean, from this height, it's not bothering me, low settings. Of course, the buildings are poorer in quality. But let's see. So yeah, we gain about 8 to 10 frames a second. It's similar to the technical alpha, as I took part in it also. But yeah, let's go to... What was it? Tango, Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Jeans. I guess I have to go to the main menu. Main menu and then... Is it free flight, yeah? Cannot exit there. Oh, some bugs still. Yeah, free flight. Departure. I should find it from here, yes. Tango, Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Jeans. Oh. Slight lag when I write. Come on. Now I think. A lag. That one. Hopefully I got the right one, Irvin. But it's an island, I see. Yeah, it had a kind of a 2-3 second lag when I wrote the TFFJ into the search bar. I forgot to count how long this takes. To Sydney it took 50-55 seconds, so that was a long load. Alright, never been here. Low settings right now. Very cool airport.
Tango Foxtrot Foxtrot Juliet.
Seems like it.
Cessna Alpha Alpha Quebec Bravo Bravo taking off runway 10 departing.
I'm gonna let it be on real time. I guess is maybe night time. Can I toggle it? No, it's morning here. I actually did not look where I loaded in. Somewhere in the world. But alright, it looks even at low settings. Oh, there's a hill. Yeah, 25 to 29 frames a second. There's a rock formation that actually looks quite detailed. That's something I hope is then global in the game. I mean, you can see immediately kind of it's like the area here where my cursor is now hovering. That's kind of the detail you got in 2020, at least with my PC specifications. So then really seldom, if ever, did I see this detailed forms and contours on a rock, for instance. So hopefully that's not kind of only in this airport that they have kind of handcrafted it or something like that, that it's a quality of the better. I think the mesh is more detailed, smaller, the grid. So yeah, remains to be seen. Control and control and spacebar. Okay, that was the one I wanted to find earlier. Hopefully we'll get airborne in time here. "24 frames a second on the ground." Now we're deviating left a little, but we managed. There's some cruise ships. Yeah, so low settings, 30 frames a second. I have to be honest, I think, I know that MSFS 2020 on my computer here with the exact same settings got about this amount of frames on medium, and now we are getting similar, maybe slightly above on low. So maybe it's slightly more taxing on my system. In general, when I flew over similar locations, I was hovering on 30 frames a second in MSFS 2020, and then with low I got 40, 45, 40 I think, yeah. But yeah, I have a native 2K and VRR. Is it? I think VRR, variable refresh rate, that's off. So yeah, native 2K. Yeah, flaps up. Really beautiful. Thank you, Irvin, for the suggestion. You can actually see their turquoise waters. You can see the bottom. Alright, we get up to 30, 35. So maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe we are on par with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 in this 2024 version. We're at 35-ish right now. I'm gonna put on medium settings soon again. In MSFS 2020 I could put on high default graphical settings in more rural, more country, you know, natural, wild kind of locations. I could put on high settings and get 20-25 frames a second. So maybe we try that at some point. And I guess here we can see that the rendering, or the quality of the rendering distance is not the best. Maybe we actually use this frame as a reference. So remember that one. And then no, what am I doing? God damn it. Back to the... Sorry for that. Toggling all the wrong buttons. Brain is working faster or slower than my arms and hands. Sorry for that. But yeah, let's take off again, but put on medium settings. Now it loaded quite fast, right? Yeah, it looks good at constant 30. But yeah, now it loaded faster into the same airport. We got that kind of tested by accident. I guess it remembered the cache. Remembered that where we are. Settings. Medium settings. Okay. Yeah, alright. Rev up. So 17 frames a second on medium. We had it, what did we have? It was kind of a, we were hovering at 24, 25, maybe slightly above 25 on low settings. Now we're at 17, 18, so that's immediately taxing the system in the frame rates. But look at the water. I'm not sure if there's a difference in the weather itself. It should be clear. I think the water shape is noticeable immediately. 20 frames a second. Yeah, it's kind of jagged right now. But I have not noticed those frame drops. Yeah, I'm not gonna sync, sorry. Those frame drops or dips I got on Msfs 2020. It's an even low frame rate. In 2020 with my system I could have 30 frames per second, but then I have the low dips quite often. Yeah, I'm not gonna sync. I know. Calm down, calm down. Gonna fly towards the northeast, east again. Look behind me. And then the turquoise waters, we flew over that one a moment ago, so let's steer right a little. 20 frames per second. If one is high enough up, 20, 25 is still playable, of course, but below 20 that gets kind of rough. I think one thing that the medium settings does is that it puts kind of life into this water surface, and you can see maybe more of the bottom, shore bottom, but it's still jagged. 23, 22 frames a second. Now I'm gonna try to replicate the actual view I had a moment ago. There's a difference, yes, but it's still not, of course. I think it was more like this background here with low settings. It was more all over the place. Still the shorelines are not the best quality, but I think the buildings and the foliage is bumped up. Perfectly fine for me. Then of course at some point if one has the ability to buy a monster PC, that's a separate thing, then one can stare in awe at the beauty of a 4K screen with all the details, but this is perfectly playable at the minimum specifications, and I'm glad to say that. The frame rates are similar or maybe slightly lower than Msfs 2020 at this point, at launch.
San Juan Center Cessna Alpha Alpha.
Gonna
Echo
take
Kilo
a right
7,
here.
2,200 feet.
Maybe a another flyover. A slight change in the weather. Is it live right now? Maybe? Yeah, it's live. Okay, change to something. Clear skies. If we get a thunderstorm. Yeah, we get a thunderstorm. But this is kind of good, I think, because the thunderstorm is not casting a shadow on the island itself, but we get the background still of those cloud pillars, the cloud front. Oh, some lightning.
Cessna Echo Kilo, Sierra contact approach on 128.
It's like we have a eye of a hurricane, eye of the hurricane. We have clouds all the way around, but none here above us. The moon is showing also. Let's try to keep 2,000 feet. Maybe a first person point of view. Can I change seats? Yeah. 2020, yeah, low 20s, 20 frames a second on low native 2K. So yeah, if you're playing 1080p to medium, maybe even high settings. I'm not gonna test that. I could adjust everything, but then I'm gonna restart the game, I think, when you do a big graphical change like that. So I'm gonna play just in 2K, if that's alright. Don't want to restart the game with all the bugs it has. Hopefully it works now. Doesn't crash or anything. But yeah, 20 frames a second is it's like the absolute minimum. You get this jagged frame rate at this point. 25 would be better, and 30 is of course the general accepted minimum frame rate. But I can play it like this. Yeah, it bothers me a little, but not too much. Oh really? Irving, connected now via VPN to Finland, and finally also able to try it out. All right. Glad I could help you first and foremost. I have no idea why it works here, and I'm not sure where you are from. You don't have to, of course, share that. But yesterday I was it Two-Tone Murphy, a part of the chat there, and he asked where the problem is, and kind of a show of hands, so to say. People wrote in the chat where around the world they are playing the game from, and we got essentially the whole world was represented in the chat. So I guess they are getting yeah, you didn't get, yeah, the server is still working here, Irvin, no problems. Also I have about a half an hour playtime left. I'm gonna do another stream in the evening and then in the upcoming days, but yeah, I have slightly time restricted, so if the server crashes in 30 minutes or after that, then it's fine. As long as it works again when I try to play the game in the evening. But yeah, if you have any other places, where should we go? Somebody said Tokyo. Maybe it was Irvin also. I have been to Tokyo. That's a proper test actually. I'm gonna go to Tokyo because also in 2020 it was really taxing on the system. So we are kind of testing out the worst case scenarios here. Where's Tokyo? Here somewhere? Yeah, and this is gonna be it. Hopefully it's not gonna crash the system. Should we just... Where should we go? Skytree, maybe close to the Skytree. Just a... I'm gonna just load into the airspace so that we get some footage. So native 2K, low spec PC, and yeah, medium settings, default medium settings with no VRR, so VRR is off. I have a 144 Hz monitor, but there's no need for those hertz here. The frames are not getting past 30, and now in Tokyo I'm gonna be sub 20, I think so, but it's gonna be tested. Maybe we can do some nighttime flying also. Takes a while. Alright.
Tokyo approach Cessna Juliet Alpha
Let's leave it at live for a moment. Oh, a lot of ATC here. ATC errands. Busy location. Like Tokyo. 19 frames a second. And we are on medium settings, yes. I'm gonna actually... You're not gonna be able to see this, I think. But I'm gonna open my Windows Task Manager and let you know. Can I steer the aircraft? Yeah, I can do it on the same time. Great, great success. So frames at 16 or something. Oh, this is low frames. But the download in general, as in Sydney, is similar. So I think we are at 10 to 15 megabytes a second. That's kind of the baseline download that the game, or how the game uses my bandwidth. Yeah, 10 to 15, so similar. Yeah, 16.4 now, 14.5. So it peaks above also. Let's try to really... This is gonna tax the system a lot. Try to descend 15 frames. This is gonna look horrible, but again, this is kind of the worst case scenario. 14 frames a second. Ugh. Now we are 31. It went over 30 megabytes a second. 30.4, 38.9, 57. Now we are at 50. Oh, I got a peak to 54, okay? So half of my bandwidth was used in that peak. I have 10 up and 100 megabytes down. Alright, now we are hovering around 30 megabytes download. Yep, more or less 30 megabytes, so it went up when we descended. 15 frames a second, this is horrible. Sorry. My poor old PC. Now it's utilizing 50% of the CPU. There should be this multi-threading support, so my 6 cores and 6 threads are... Oh, now it jumped up again. The internet bandwidth, I mean. We're at averaging 40 now. Maybe even above 40 slightly. So yeah, when you lower down. I think they said in the lowest tier on Microsoft, lowest tier specification regarding the PC on Microsoft's site that the internet should be 10 or more download. Don't quote me on that. I think that was what was the case. But as we see here, it can utilize. I have the highest average is around 40 megabytes a second, and the peaks are up to 50 and 60. Yeah, of the 100 I have available, so let's take a change for the sunnier weather. Clear skies. Oh, it's clear skies, but like so. So what was the highest internet bandwidth? I think it was averaging 40. Yeah. I have again opened the task manager. You can see it, but I'm gonna comment, narrate, let you know. This is of course not the optimum settings. I would consider low settings here in an urban city center. Be slow down, but yeah. Let's tax the system properly and see what happens. Now it's bumping up to 30. So when we come or we arrive to these skyscrapers, can I go beneath those? No, sorry, in between those. We're averaging about 30 megabytes down right now.
Cessna Juliet Alpha 90885 Tokyo, approach altimeter 29.902, continuous plan.
Yeah, 30. So the highest still is averaging 40 megabytes a second download. We're now hovering around 20, 25, and dropping down immediately after the skyscrapers were cleared. I think is that the sky tree? Can I get, yeah, Tokyo sky tree, and then the red Eiffel Tower looking thingy, Tokyo Tower, yeah, there. So let's fly here in between for a moment. Averaging about 15. I mean the frames and yeah, the frames are at 17, but the internet bandwidth usage is at 20 right now. 30, okay, it's bumping up again. So I guess again more buildings means more. And here we see the foliage, autumn-like foliage also. Yeah, we're really dropping down, 12, 13 frames a second. Native 2K, lowest tier PC. Really close to the lowest tier PC that Microsoft provides on their site. Tier or specifications, yeah. Medium settings, native 2K, no VRR. And we are averaging about 30 megabytes a second, 30-40 megabytes a second. This looks really dense, so let's take a really low flyby here, or fly over. 500. Maybe we can then walk. Oh, Mazda. You can see there on the roof. Take a walk somewhere here. I can crash the airplane. Oh, now we're getting up to 50 megabytes a second. Download. Here's a highway. 18 frames a second. Try not to crash. It's not super bad if you think that I'm actually flying borderline kind of, yeah, crashing. I was about to say brushing rooftops. And it seems to, it dipped down to 12, 13 at some point, but it's not, there are no out of the ordinary kind of contrasting frame drops. It's an even low frame rate most of the time. And yeah, in general it utilized 40, again 40, maybe 45 megabytes a second when I flew that low down. So we're peaking at 50, 60, and the highest average is somewhere at 40 megabytes a second. This is as bad as it gets, I think. This is the worst case scenario. So, what do we think? I'm pleasantly surprised, almost. It could be better, and hopefully they're gonna, of course, optimize the game more. But, yeah. What do we think about the details of this urban area? Most of the buildings are square with clear and contrast, not contrasting, clear and high enough detail on the surfaces. There are not that much of those buildings that look melted. They actually look like proper buildings. Then here we see actually the ground between the buildings is then 2D, so there's some, yeah, those are rooftops, so it's not rendering every one of those. Maybe on higher settings it's gonna do that, but I'm not gonna put on high settings. It's unnecessary with my low spec PC. So let's gain some altitude now. Yeah, Urban, it looks playable. I agree. I'm gonna, yeah, 12 frames a second seems to be the lowest we get as a kind of dip. But I'm gonna now gain some altitude and see how it affects the frame rate. Let's fly. Where's the city center? There. Fly inside the airplane for a moment. Usually a side view like this is showing the jaggedness if there are any. And there are, of course, 1670 frames per second, but I think they have managed to do it so that there are less, of course there are some, but there are less of those really low frame drops. So it's keeping a more, what's the word? A smoother kind of value, instead of giving us 18 frames a second and then dipping down to sub 10 often. Is the stream quality alright? I mean, I have only 10 megabytes up and I gave permission to OBS to use 6 of those megabytes, so, and I have it set on 2K. So is it enjoyable as a live stream quality? Still at 17 frames per second. That's kind of interesting. I'm not sure how they do that, but yeah, it stays at a similar frame level at rooftop height compared to 2200 feet. Let's gain more altitude. That's a good thing that it's not dropping lower. Yeah, you can get it up to 1440. I'm really curious. I have it here on my tablet on the same time I have 240 on, that I'm not taxing the internet here where I'm streaming from. But I mean, the audience is the decider. Their opinion is the important one. So especially we're high up right now, and we can actually see, is that Mount Fuji? So yeah, your opinion is valuable if you think that it's enjoyable, the stream quality, because there's some compression and artifacts and such things. I tried to adjust the OBS settings so that AI-Sky helped me with that also. ChatGPT's AI-Sky, that what I should adjust in OBS so that I get the most kind of bang for the buck, so to say. As my PC is not the strongest and I have all right internet, not the fastest but not the slowest, so hopefully the general quality is good. No, really, just arrived yesterday back from Tokyo. Cool. I have never been, but I have said it in other streams also that promises has been made, because I'm not sure if you can see it behind me. There's a lot of different merchandise on that shelf, and the better half here at home loves Pokemon. And I, to be perfectly honest, are slightly flight phobic. And I live in Finland, and a trip from Finland to Tokyo takes a long while, so I'm dreading it slightly. But yeah, that's one of those bucket list things that I'm planning on doing yeah, with the better half here at home, together with her. And yeah, someday, gonna visit Tokyo, hopefully. I need a bottle of whiskey and knockout drops, so I can manage a flight that is... I'm actually not sure how long the flight is. We're talking about more or less 20 hours, I think, from Finland to Tokyo. Don't quote me on that, but it's a long way. 21 frames per second, so yeah, 3,600 feet, 21 frames a second, and then at rooftop height we got to 15-ish frames a second, so can we call it kind of efficient in that way? I'm not sure if it's dynamically changing how much it uses then the internet compared to the hardware on the PC, because as I had the Windows Task Manager open, we got to 30, 40, averaging 40 megabytes per second download when we were at rooftop height through Tokyo city center. And that tells me, of course, that, or us, that it's using more internet bandwidth and spreading out the load between the hardware and the software, so to say. 14 hours to Frankfurt. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Fingers crossed, yeah. 14 hours. We are strangers, of course, to each other, but care to share, and we are different individuals, but care to share the challenges, nothing personal, of course, but the challenges, if there are any, when you fly for that long. I am not good at staying put, so yeah. Take your seats and be 14 to 20 hours in a what's essentially a metal tube with wings up in the air. Sounds challenging, to say the least. Let's try something rural. I think that's the word. More wild. Any suggestions in the chat? No, not setting. Now main menu. Some rural, difficult word to say, area. Oh, sorry, bumping the microphone. Yeah, leg room is the most critical. So if you can afford premium class seats, make it. Yeah, thank you. I thought so also. More space. More space, physical space and mental space also. Yeah, a more kind of wilderness area. Any suggestions? Extra snacks and drinks, yeah. Yeah, what kind of drinks? Not, of course, promoting any substances here. Don't drink and fly. But yeah. And you have your Netflixes and internet, I guess, also in the airplane, so that you can kind of dive into those virtual digital worlds for a moment at least. Look at movies and such. Bhutan or Mount Everest? Well, Mount Everest is something. Have to change the airplane. Something that flies high up. This is the one I actually used in FS. How do I do this? Oh, save and back. FS 2020. It should be able to fly high enough. Everest here somewhere, right? It should show it. Left or right? Up or down? Munich. I have been to Munich once. That's the longest I have been, so I live in southern Finland. So yeah, oh, there's Helsinki-Vantaa, the main airport. Where's Munich? Zurich. There. That's the longest I have ever traveled. Yeah, Munich to Finland. Then I have been to Oslo in Norway, but that's it. I have not flown a lot, and I dislike flying. But yeah, I'm not gonna zoom out and look at the difference between Finland and Japan. Oh, why the heck? Oh, yeah. All right, we cannot get them on the same. Can we get in the same frame? Yeah, we can. So yeah, southern Finland and Tokyo. God damn, that's a long distance. And Zurich, somewhere here, yeah, Central Europe, I think. So yeah, about the same distance. So yeah, lifting my hat to you, Irvin, for flying that long. Come on. Why can't I find? It should be... No, sorry, where am I? It should be above India, right? I'm at the Swiss Alps. God damn it. Where's India? There's India. Oh my god. Get it together, Ode. Can I get the pointer of interests? Well, maybe I can just mount. Everest. Oh, there's no... Should be visible the point of interest, right? India. Yeah. This is the... Where's Everest? Oh, come on. Scardo. It's the highest peak in the world and I can't find it. I have to look at Google Earth. Compare. Alright. Oh, it's more east. Should be here. Is that the one? It's not giving me a point of interest. Yeah, we're gonna try the VNLK. I think Everest is somewhere here, but I'm not sure the exact location. And we should then fly north, approximately, right? So that we get to Everest. And to 30,000 feet. Or 8 kilometers or so. High up. Which way are we? Oh, we're gonna take a taxi. Oh, it's the... Oh, come on. I need some light. This is the difficult one, I guess. The one that takes a... Oh, there's some light, so maybe we can manage. Do we have handbrake on? Everything's okay. A-okay. I'm gonna be outside the airplane here. Flaps down, I guess. Full throttle. There should be no trees here. Can't see shite. Landing gear up. Then we're gonna head for the orangey sky there. Let's put daytime on. Oh. Yeah, well, it's UTC. Why can't I get... Oh, there. So north, right? I think, yeah. Let's see, we go around this peak here first. Flaps... middle, medium. Air is thin here, almost 10,000 feet. But again, as we try to find Everest, this is now 2K, medium preset, no VRR, that's off. This is gonna be quite challenging. We are so low down in airspeed. So I have to take a left, I think, to gain some velocity first. So we should see the maybe some differences in the actual topographical detail. Then I don't know about the physics, because this airplane was easy to get up to Everest heights in 2020, but and then of course there's differences in the actual weather and air thickness and updrafts and whatnot. But let's see if there's a big difference, so that my skill set does not get us up to Everest height. Can I actually use Google Maps? What was the VNLK Lukla? Let's see if I can actually... Lukla. Yeah, I found the airport that we took off from. So... Can I actually... Can I put a route to Mount Everest? I'm not sure. I think it's... No, there's no route. Is it showing here? Is it kind of southeast? No, sorry, northeast. Where is it? It's... Oh, now it found it. So there... Yeah, Mount Everest is northeast from Lukla. Alright. Let's turn around. Wakanda food. Hello. Would be cool to see Tibet. Yeah, I'm gonna fly here for a moment. I'm short on time. I'm gonna stream again around 8 p.m. Helsinki time. I'm from Finland, so I have some errands I have to do, so expect a half an hour maybe of stream. Then I'm gonna end it. But let's see if we can actually visit Tibet. Tibet should be in the general proximity. I think Everest is kind of, or the close areas of Everest is shared between China, Tibet and India maybe, or Nepal, I'm not sure, something like that. So, but yeah, the whole world is our playground, so to say. Now we're heading northeast. I'm not sure. Can I use the cursor? There's a point of interest. Usually when can I do it like this? Well, that's something interesting. So let's fly towards that because that's northeast, and we're slowly gaining altitude, just shy of 14,000 feet. So yeah, let me know in the chat. I'm sure some of you have flown over the same area here. We are at medium settings, 27 frames a second. You have the performance telemetry / overlay on the central low part of the screen. I made it smaller because the original one is so huge that it kind of interrupts with the scenery, the scenic view. So, but yeah, hopefully you can see what the performance stands on. And I have in the description the exact specification of my PC and my internet. So this should be the worst case scenario if we go with, or according what Microsoft shares on their website. I should have a PC that is really close to the minimum specification. So hence I hope there are some value for the general public, because this should be the worst case scenario. Should be. Of course, if your internet is worse than mine, 10 megabytes up, 100 megabytes down, then it's a different story. And then there's of course differences in RAM speed and such. But I have a really average PC in current day measures, or if I compare with current day setups. Maybe some of those peaks there are Mount Everest. Can we get more altitude? If I put flaps 1 down, does it take the velocity down too much? We gain altitude like this, but I'm afraid that we're gonna lose airspeed. Let's take a left between those peaks. Medium settings, native 2K, graphical preset. There we can see, I mean close by it's quite detailed, but then it loses some of the crispiness, let's say, on these hillsides, mountainsides. Is that Everest? I'm not sure. We're flying towards some peaks, but I'm not sure which peaks these are. I walked on some snow before the live stream, and I was pleasantly surprised that there's some crunchiness beneath my avatar feet when I walked. So, being from Finland, I approve this feature. Proper sub-zero crunchy snow. There's at least some more crispiness in the mountainsides. Never been here, so can't say for sure. Have some of you been here? Oh, there's a mountain lake. This looks nice. It looked nice in 2020. It's not mind-blowing and better, but here I can see that there's a small part that is really detailed with all the creases and edges here, the contours of the topography. And now I get some fogging up in my brilers, or brilers, that's a word for glasses. Naturally want to be anonymous, if that's alright. It has to be kind of alright, but yeah, technical difficulties. when you have glasses underneath a mask. Yeah, there's definitely some kind of more crisp areas. It's like it's snow, thicker snow, and then it kind of, at the points where the mountainside gets really vertical. Of course, the snow does not catch on or hang on these locations. Maybe avalanches happen and the snow falls down, and hence there's actual the actual mountain is partially showing, and that looks, I would say that's different, at least in my experience and humble opinion. That's different from 2020. All these crispier surfaces. A lot of mountain lakes here. I'm not sure if that's Everest back there. We should be seeing the points of interest here, but can I see those? No? I can toggle them on and off, but I can't get them to activate as I look at them. Usually when you center the screen towards the point of interest, it... Oh, now! Mount Lehoots, or something like that. Lehoots. Where am I in comparison with Everest? Can somebody in the chat look? Mount Lut... How do you spell it? L-H-O-T-S-E. Mount Lehoots. Can I get that point of interest to activate? Oh, Mount Everest! Scratch that. I'm close. Kind of by accident. We took northeast and here we are. Oh, really? This is the actual... Yeah, alright, we are here. Alright, we are at Mount Everest. Best navigator ever. And there's, again, the crispiness of the mountainsides. Hillary Peak. We should get on top of this. Or up, what's the word? Get over this ridge peak, yeah? I think the base camps are in this dale now in front of us. I'm not sure if they are kind of from west to east climbing. I think they climb up. Yeah, Mount Everest Base Camp 2. So they're climbing up this ridge, Base Camp 3, Base Camp 4, and the final one. Have you seen there's on Netflix this 7 summits or something, I'm not sure if that's the right phrase, but there's the picture when there's a queue, because there's so much tourism to this peak, that there's an actual queue here on the ridge, I think. And of course, yeah, may they rest in peace, but some of those who have climbed here have died during their attempt, so. But yeah, here we are, Mount Everest. Trying to get the frame so that my overlay and my camera here does not interrupt with the point of view. Can zoom out a little, maybe that helps. Then there's the molten or semi-molten glaciers, the oozes or flows down. One is there, one should be behind us. Yeah. these ones. Oh. Roof of the world, so to say. Just for the sake of it, I'm gonna look at the download. We're at about 4 to 10 megabytes a second. Yeah. So I guess a rural, I'm not sure, area, a wilderness like this is easier on the bandwidth. And the distances are really huge, if you think about it. We're flying quite fast, so. But that's Mount Everest, ladies and gentlemen. And I must say that even though there's no mind-blowing differences in the graphics, the crispiness on the more vertical mountainsides, that's something that is prominent, I think.
Contact Kathmandu Center on 124.7. Good day.
124.7 Uniform Romeo November. Kathmandu Center 9 November. Uniform Romeo November flight level 270.
Let's take a right here. Fly along this ridge line past base camp 3 and 2. How's the rendering distance, drawing distance? I'm not sure. $2K medium settings for those who are new to the stream. Should be, or I am playing with a PC according to the title also, you can read it there that there's it's a low spec or low end specification. Quite close to the lowest one that Microsoft has kindly provided on their site. And exact information regarding my setup is written in the description of the live stream. And I am kind of taxing the system unnecessarily here as I'm live streaming, of course, using some of the bandwidth, even though it's upload, of course, not download. And then I am playing in native 2K instead of 1080p, and I'm getting now 28 frames a second. You can see the performance overlay in the lower center part of the screen. So this should be kind of the, this should be the worst case scenario, as long as we talk about practical playable setups. Of course I could try to play in 4K and crash the system, but this is kind of the highest, one of the highest kind of details you can get with my setup that is reasonable, if that makes sense. I could also play in 1080p, get more frames, but just shy of 30 frames per second here at Mount Everest, native 2K, so it's similar to 2020. There's less kind of deviation and volatileness. What's the word? It's less volatile, the frames. It's not jumping up and down, it's more steady. But it's maybe on par or slightly below 2020. But I do not get, with my system at least, a lot of those. That looks kind of nice actually, that mountain face there. Yeah, I do not get a lot of those frame drops. I used to get that with 2020. But this is a nice view. The shadows on the mountainside, the western side of Everest, in this broad or wide field of view. Yeah. And I'm still of the opinion that the more vertical mountainsides are more detailed. They have more crispiness to it, or to them, yeah. Where should we go next? Maybe I can do one more location. you decide something more wild or an urban city center. Then I'm gonna end the stream soon.
Contact Kathmandu Center on 124.7. Good day.
Gonna fly.
4.7 for Dhar
Let's try to
uniform.
fly lower down as we wait on your answers or requests.
Kathmandu Center Dhar 9 November. Uniform
Some,
November flight level 265.
Dhar 9 November. Uniform Romeo November Kathmandu Center continue as planned. Dhar Uniform Romeo November contact Chengdu Center on 120.9er. Good day.
120.9 Dhar Uniform Romeo November. Chengdu Center Dhar 9 November. Uniform Romeo November flight level 245.
Yeah, good
Dhar
point, Irvin.
Uniform
Some
Romeo
animals and some
November
walking.
Center
I'm gonna end the stream after that one. Where it should have some points of interest, I think. Yeah, I have not tested animals at this point. I know there's some rhinoceroses, if that's the right way to pronounce it. At least in 2020 there were. Actually not sure where to go. I guess the Amazon's Congo rainforest should be here, right? Is it on the east or west coast? I'm actually not sure. Is it so that there's animals just like when I choose a river like this? Maybe should we go to the Amazons? Oh, Kruger National Park. Can I find it here? Kruger. Kruger Heliport. Absolutely no idea. No, this takes us to the States. Can I? No. I'm gonna Google this. Is it South Africa, I think? Come on. Yeah, Eastern. Southeast. South of Zimbabwe. Somewhere here. Let's see if we can. More or less here. Right? I'm gonna put a marker down. That maybe? More west? I don't know. There's an airport. That should be close to. So then we fly northwest. Then we should be close to Kruger. CPT Bob EGOV, I'm not sure if that's a location. This is the last location for right now. Then I'm gonna take a break, but I'm gonna be back about 8 p.m. Helsinki time. So if you have the ability, join us then. Now I want to take northwest. Is this, yeah, north?
Charlie 9er uniform Sierra Whiskey taking off runway 36 departing straight out.
TOS system test. Okay.
System test. System test, yeah, okay. 2K medium settings. We're at 16 frames a second. 17 frames a second. It's kind of taxing at ground level. right now. I could also take down the dynamic scaling or resolution scaling if I want. But yeah, I want to test, because I have tested... is that the landing gear? Yeah. I've tested 2020 with the exact same settings, so hence I'm playing with native 2K right now. But now... Oh, shout on top of your lungs in the comments if you see some animals. We are now flying. What's the name of the lake here?
Air Center Daher Charlie 9 Uniform Sierra Whiskey is type Daher TBM 9 2 miles north of Polokwane 1,000 feet. Request flight following.
Daher Uniform Sierra Whiskey Bear
Can I get the VFR map?
475.
Where's the VFR map?
2475
Don't know.
Daher Uniform Sierra Whiskey.
Is that the one? Oh, a tablet.
Daher Uniform
Quick
Sierra
around tour. No, we're gonna look at that later.
200 feet.
Oh, nice, I can zoom. So what lake is this?
Roger Daher Uniform Sierra Whiskey.
Oh, Kruger National Park should be on the eastern end of this lake, I think. This should be Masingir Dam, if I pronounce that right. Yeah, Masingir Dam. And the east side of that should be Kruger. Yeah, Lago Masingir. Yeah, Kruger National Park. I'm taking a left here. Thank you again, Irvin, for assisting me in the navigation. We're spoiled with all of these different gadgets. I have a tablet and a smartphone in front of me, on top of the tablet in the actual game.
Sync rate.
What kind of taxing? I'm not sure. I think we are, in general, my humble opinion is with the exact same system as that I have this low-end PC in relation to what Msfs 2024 wants to be run on, so to say. I think we are, on average, about 5 frames a second lower. I think that's fair to say. My initial feeling here. I'm gonna do a actual side-by-side edit a video where I fly over the exact identical routes with identical settings and on identical time of day and all those things, identical altitudes and weather, you know, everything identical as far as I can get it. And then I'm gonna do a comparison with the same overlay that I have here on the lower center part of the screen. Yeah, so that's gonna be between 2020 and 2024 naturally. But my gut feeling is that we are losing about 5 frames a second on the same settings in new game. So it's maybe at par or slightly lower. And if somebody in the comments have an opinion on that, let me know. But that's my gut feeling. Beautiful area here also. I'm gonna actually... Why am I flying so high up? 25 frames a second, okay. We're gonna lose some frames, but... There's some more kind of marshy areas here. We lose about 5 frames a second, but we gain smoothness, if that's fair to say. So the frame dips and drops are not as prominent, but the average frame rate is slightly lower. I think that's a kind of a fair way to put it at this point in time. We're coming kind of hot in here, so let me know if you see any animals. I'm gonna actually try to land if I see any. Sorry if my flying is slightly bumpy here. And now the frames are dropping to 20, low 20s. Then I don't know if when we took off from the airfield, it was sub 20, 17 frames a second or something like that. That if it kind of loads in the cache in this area and then you gain some frames after a while of flying, that could be the case also. Is that the national park? Where's the... Can I get the VFR map again? Come on. Yeah, so Kruger... Was it Kruger? Oh, is it an extra option? Let's see if I have it. Settings. I think it's settings, right? Yeah? No? Oh, wrong button. Sorry. So graphics, but it's not here, I think. Do you know, Irvin, where in the settings the options for different animals is located? Sound, language, graphics, assistant, control, VR. What's advanced? Dynamic settings. Frame rate target. Advanced. Last option in graphics. So I should scroll down. Fauna. That's the one, yeah? Yeah, I have it on medium, so it should be visible. Yeah, medium. So I think it should be. Where's my... Yeah. So we should see the yeah, the VFR tablet, or the graphic, no, the map tablet, sorry. Kruger National Park, if that was the one. Twenty frames per second. There's the national park. It should be right in front of us, according to Google Maps. Here. Yeah, this should be Kruger National Park, according to the... Yeah, according to Google Maps. Can I make this small? No, it jumps there. Okay. Some animals. I'm gonna lose some frames when we descend. Yeah, this is a borderline, but I'm gonna keep it on medium, 1980 frames a second. And we're flying quite fast. Maybe we can actually fly slower without crashing.
Johannesburg Center Daher Charlie 9er. Uniform Sierra Whiskey 1,200 feet.
18, 19 frames a second.
Uniform Sierra Whiskey Johannesburg, Center QNH 10, one tree continuous plan.
Gonna, yeah, take the wide view. Oh, was that animals? Actually, it's slightly difficult to see if there are animals when we are at low frame rates, but we work with what we got. Now we are at minimum speed, more or less. At least right now, one can crash the airplane without it exploding or giving a black screen. So in worst case scenario, I'm gonna just, if I can't land properly, I'm gonna just crash the airplane and start walking. Yeah, this is slightly low, too low frame rates right now, but let's see. We should be. There's an airport. Why is it bugging out, this one? There's a river, so expect alligators or crocodiles, I'm not sure which ones. Gnus or wildebeest crossing the river, right?
500.
A really African thing, in my limited knowledge. I'm not sure if you have to walk. I'm going to put down the landing gear just in case. I was about to say that that's something, but that was a bug in the mesh, I think. As far, yeah, at this point I have not seen anything. No, 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 I'm losing too much speed. Can I? Flaps down. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything with this speed at least. Whoa, we're close to the water surface. I'm not sure if we can land. There were an airport somewhere here. That looks like a place one could land on, maybe. Yeah, hold my beverage. Hold my beverage! This is gonna be a disaster. Trying to maneuver this airplane. Oh, now we're losing too much speed. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is... I'm not sure if this is realistic. Or the lift in this airplane is really impressive. Either or. Taking a turn, almost walking speed, it seems like. This is gonna be difficult. Oh. Ooh, the wingtip. Come on. I mean, how many points of 10? Not that bad. Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm gonna jump out. Come on. Locked. Hold. Oh. What? Is it locked? Alright, hold. Hold to lock. Move left or right to open. What? There's actually a lock on this airplane door. Hold to lock. No? Is it bugging? Please let me out. I'm getting claustrophobic here. Hold to lock. Locked. Oh! Oh, unlock button. It's a simulator, alright. Exit. How do I exit? How do I exit? Oh, press the door. Okay. Whoa, watch out for the propeller. That was actually quite dangerous. Here, alligator or crocodile. We should be right at the national park, but oh, stop moving the point of view around. Yeah, okay, we're slightly south. I think the national park was here. But there's no crocodiles or alligators here. Is that a reflection or a sand beach? No, I think that's a reflection. Just casually leaving my co-pilot and the engine running in the background. Yeah, I don't know. I can hear, I'm not sure if you can hear here in your device, but when you get longer away from the airplane, the natural sounds start to, yeah, they get more audible. Some crickets, whatnot, birds. That would be so amazing if a lion or something would jump out from the bushes, or a hyena or something, eat me up. But yeah, alright, we got to test the walking, or we're running actually. Dude has a good aerobic fitness running up the hill here. But to shut down engine, use RB and down. Yeah, I can hear the engine roaring in the background. But yeah, alright. I was in Japan in technical alpha, and this seems better, and the frame rates are alright. It doesn't bother me. I'm playing with a controller, Xbox controller, so it doesn't bother me that we're down to 20 frames per second when I'm walking. But lower than that, of course, then you see it. And I have no VRR, I think. On, it's off, yeah. I can hear animals but can't see any, so at least at this point and in this location there's no African wildlife, or let's say bigger wildlife. And there's some kind of popping, not popping, but it's actually quite smooth how it loads the canopies in the distance, the drawing distance. So RB and down. Not sure if I'm pushing the right buttons, but yeah. I don't know. I really want to find some animals. I'm gonna run back to the airplane. That's some bug in the tree there. Oh, now it loaded. But the trees look nice. Really African-like. Never been to Africa. But according to nature documentaries at least, seems similar. The flora and the foliage. That tree needs more water. You can follow the airplane sound actually, it's roaring still, the engine. We could actually try to change the weather slightly. Make it rain in Africa. And you can immediately, of course, hear the raindrops around you. Actually sounds kind of cozy. Where's the airplane? Should be beneath this crest and hill. Yeah, Safari simulator mode. That actually, when we do, I like doing these documentary style explorations on the entire retreat. Getting better at that also. using AI-Sky in the kind of exploration and education in those episodes. And I think this is actually something I'm gonna use when I fly over a landmark or something like that. I actually flew over, was it the Poenari castle in one episode? That's, for those who don't know, that's the kind of the castle, the real life castle that is connected to Vlad Tepes or Vlad the Impaler from Romania. And the castle was sadly a 2D renderation. I really hope that it's 3D here. And now I'm gonna watch out for the propeller. Maybe that's for another episode. If I put my finger in there, what happens? But let's leave it. Let's leave it. Dangerous stuff. Yeah, so Poenari Castle, I hope that places... How do I get this to shut this door? Places like this would be rendered better. Oh, what's happening? And we could actually visit the castles. Okay, my door is open. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. This is not gonna be good aerodynamically. And there's trees. Whoa, 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 no, no, left, 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 left. Yeah, alright, that happened. Could not get the airplane to turn left. Whoops. You never saw that. Must check if my co-pilot is alright. She's smiling amusingly, laughing at me and my piloting skills. And every alarm is going off. God damn it. And that happened on a live stream. Yeah, restart. Maybe we can get to a location before I end the stream. I'm kind of slightly on overtime here, but I have so much fun. And I have some viewers, so yeah. Welcome to entire the retreat. We're gonna do more live streams and edit these kind of more common videos regarding the game then in the near future. So subscribe for that if you may. Gonna take off again, but I'm not sure where to go. What's an obvious location to find then crocodile, alligator, lion, or elephant, or gnu wildebeest, you know. Stupid clueless Finn here flying in Africa thinking that there should be animals behind every corner. So Kruger National Park was here where my cursor is. I'm gonna take a right. I'm not sure. Let's see what happens. Just look at the scenery for a moment before I end the stream. There's a river. There's a road. I'll try to again fly slower in case it renders some animals. I could, yeah, try to put the fauna setting to ultra maybe even. Oh, pressing all kind of buttons here. Oh, it's laggy. Yeah, no, global rendering quality. That's not right. Cancel. It was the last one. I was about to put on ultra on the fauna. No, fauna is on ultra. Frames are similar, so I guess it's not taxing, at least at this point. Not sure then if I see a herd of wildebeests, if it's taxing the system, but we were at about 20 frames a second earlier, so I guess Fauna could be on ultra maybe all the time, even though you are changing the global default rendering quality settings. Yeah, here's a river again. Yeah, it's again jagged, sub 20. At this speed at least I can see shite. Sorry for my English, but yeah. And then it's dropping frames. It would be nice to have kind of these occasional herds of different animals maybe. There's a house, a building. Yeah, now it's dropping. Let's take a short and fast visit to the Amazons. Don't you agree? Where to the Amazons, I'm not sure, but maybe here east side of is there any points of interest that shares locations? That's an airport. It shares locations of animals. Airport, yeah, those are airports. And then, just because we are now exploring, let's try a... Should we try a drone of some sort? Helicopter side, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I am able to fly helicopters. I tried it in 2020 and it was really difficult. So let's just try to actually find an animal or two. And we should have now fauna settings on ultra. Oh! We're actually... What? What's happening? Is this a bug? No, we're taking off from the forest floor. Oh, nice. If this is... It's hovering already. Dude. What the actual... Oh. Turns right. Okay. I'm gonna cut off some trees with this. This hovering. How do I get X? Yeah, X means that... Oh, sorry, A. That's PlayStation. A means ascend. Okay, okay. Don't know how... Where's the... How do I get down? Bravo. Yeah, B. Lessens the throttle, okay. Okay, okay. I think I got this. Got this. So we are now hovering... No, don't crash. Hovering in Amazons. Okay, I can steer. Yes. Great success. When I go to reverse on my Airbus throttle, it goes to idle in the sim. How do I fix this? Somebody in the comments, if you know, I mean that seems like a mapping problem if you have a dedicated throttle setup for your Airbus. Or is it inside the game? I'm not sure. I'm playing on a controller that is connected to my PC, so I have no actual throttle unit or joystick unit or yoke unit that I'm playing on. Maybe in the future. But as I do these documentary style explorations and such, I have found that just playing on a controller makes it easier when you talk on the same time. Yeah, shout loud if you see any animals. Can I get this to go faster? How close to the water? Oh, really close to the water. That's our shadow. This is quite cool. Look at this. Flying altitude 15, 16. Let's not go under 15. I think this is maximum speed. But no animals. Where are all the animals? Generally 20 frames per second at ground level seems to be the case. Oh, now 25. But then in urban areas, Tokyo and such, it goes down to even, was it 12? 15 I think is average. But no huge dips. It's a smooth low frame rate. No animals though. This is quite interesting. You use the left, in my case, left joystick on the controller, and then the triggers, the lower. On PlayStation it's R2 and L2, I think. I think it's RB and LB or something on Xbox. You use these to turn on the spot. And then you use the joystick to go forth. And you can also lean or tilt the drone. So there's more. Is it the rudder pedals also? I think is on the triggers, but yeah. But sad to say, oh, there's some buildings. Sad to say that struggle to find any animals, even though we have the fauna on Ultra thanks to Irvin. But yeah, no animals. That's gonna be a mission for tonight then. Have to figure out if there are any locations that are like sure to showcase the animals. Maybe we can pet a lion. You never know. But I'm not sure if any of you have flown in real life or are a pilot, but flying a thing like this, I mean there are some I have seen on the interwebs. Everything is true on the interwebs. Wink, wink, wink. But yeah, flying a gadget like this would be really interesting. Frightening even. There's a cottage or two. Oh, calm down. But yeah, in general, smoother frame rates, even though they are slightly lower than 2020. And the foliage and the general graphics are better, yes. Are they kind of justifiable as you buy a Game Pass or buy the whole game? I have bought the standard version from the Microsoft store, so what was it? 79 euros, and I can use it on my Xbox. I have an Xbox Series X also, and then on my low-end PC here. I'm gonna test it on Xbox at some point. The thing is that when I do, I have some streams or recordings, what do you want to call it, on entire retreat that is done with the Xbox Series X. But because I have to, Xbox does only have Twitch, I think, that you can stream on directly. So with the magic of internet and OBS, I remote play on the Xbox. And because of the remote play that is through kind of through the internet, yeah? Or not kind of, it's through the internet. It's kind of a bottleneck because Microsoft and Xbox caps it on or at 1080p. So the maximum resolution I get is full HD, and on top of that, because it's over the internet, it's kind of get these different artifacts and compression in it. So now of course I'm live streaming and it also have compression and artifacts in it. But then if I record directly from my PC or play on my PC and record to the SSD and then upload it to YouTube, it's much clearer, the quality, even though I'm playing with a inferior setup because my Xbox is more powerful than my PC that I'm playing on right now. So when I do my comparisons videos and such, I'm not gonna of course live stream those. I'm gonna record them beforehand and then edit them and try to give a proper apples to apples comparison between the 2020 and the 2024 version. But yeah, interesting to see. As I have my Xbox connected to a 4K TV, I assume that it's of course then optimized to the Xbox also, the game. So I assume and hope of course that it's of better quality than on the PC I'm playing on right now. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to that at some point. And still no animals. I'm clueless where to go. I'm gonna use the drone again, just kind of messing about here. Where to go? I mean, I'm from Finland, but I'm not sure. Maybe a moose or two in the forest or a bear somewhere, I'm not sure. There's a Ivalo. There's no points of interest here either. Kajani? I'm not sure. I would like to see a POY that says animals. Herds of something, I don't know. But I think there are none. Maybe it's so that this update of the game doesn't include animals. Maybe someone in the chat can Google it, if you may. Because the only things I see the points of interest when I am in city centers or such. Let's do a city center with a drone to see the quality. Well, New York is the obvious one, right? Do you agree? Where should we take this? It's not that fast, the drone. Empire State Building, right? Maybe we have to give up on the animals. I'm gonna do a run between the buildings in New York, because I did that in the technical alpha and it looked really potato, so to say. It was really bad. But Tokyo looked alright, so let's see. We are up in the air, still loading. No, alright. Ready to fly. Oh. Alright. Where's the Empire State Building? There. Hold my beverage. I'm descending into New York. Am I descending? I am. It takes a while with the drone. Takes a long while actually. Medium preset, yeah? 20 frames a second. With the drone, of course, it doesn't bother me at all because our airspeed is so slow that it doesn't need more than 20 frames per second, even though 30 would be ideal. Is that the H&M? Yeah, the clothing company. Is it? Yeah, I think it is. They're advertising everywhere. Here in Finland at least. Also inside the game. God damn it, this is sensitive. Yeah, I think that's maybe. Or maybe I have been a victim of their advertisement, and when I see a red-ish logo like that, I think it's H&M. So their advertisement is working in my case. So medium settings, and now it has MetLife. Now it has time to render, and now I'm gonna also open the. I think we had an average of 40 MBS down. Mbps, yeah. Now we're hovering, pun intended, around 10, 15. But yeah. Let's see. What's the quality like here? You tell me. Come on, don't descend more. Yeah. Ahead or away we go. There's the Empire State Building. I have wide. Oh, there's some cars. The widest field of view on. It's not a catastrophe, but it's not the best one either. Of course, we are now talking about, I mean, look at the side of the building here. As a launch game. Oh, don't touch it. Yeah, you can see, of course, the details are blurry like that, the edges. But you have to take into consideration also the huge amount of data if you want to get. This is the Empire State Building, yeah? If you want to get these to look true to life, and I have medium settings on, so yeah, let's go for it. If it crashes, yeah, if the game crashes, it's gonna be the end of the stream, and I'm gonna continue in the evening and tomorrow. But let's see if we can. Oh, custom, yeah, because we. What? Let me change. Oh, it once confirms every time I change. What happens? 8 frames a second. Oh no. Everybody, hold your breath. What is happening with the drone? 9 frames a second. Are we crashing? Can we move? We can still play the game. But why is it doing this? It did it in the technical alpha. It kind of went back and forth, back and forth. But now it's going up and down, up and down. So something is... Maybe high settings is the maximum then. I try to showcase you my sad or poor low-spec PC is struggling. I do not know why it's doing this. I guess I can play the game, but it's jumping all over the place. Let's put high on. See if we can play it like that. It's still doing it. Why? From 7 to 8 frames per second to 10 frames per second. Oh, now it's calming down when I... Is it because I was stationary? Let's try Ultra again. If it goes away when I start flying fort. Yeah, it starts to do this, but if I now go fort, Does it calm down? No, it doesn't. So I guess high is maximum. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Has to do with maybe the system getting taxed so much. But high seems to work when... Yeah, high seems to work, okay. So let's see what kind of quality we get. High, 13 frames a second. Yeah, it's really working. 10 frames a second. But no jumping. This is everything I can get out from my poor low-spec PC, so... Let's try to slow down. Keep the environment time, and then I'm gonna go down to street level. Now it's again starting to jump like this. Can I get it to stop? Or is it now doing it on high also? Yeah, I'm getting dizzy looking at the picture. Is it calming down? Oh no, it calmed down. Let's just descend. Yeah, it looks proper potato here. But what should we expect? I mean, it's in the deepest depths of New York. There's a park or parking left here. Is it starting to jump again? Do we introduce the jumping back into the game when we fly like this? Let's take a right here. Oh, whoa, 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 that was fast. Jeez. This is not that easy to control, this drone. I'm absolutely clueless which street we are on. I'm tempted to go back to medium settings, but let's see. You can see the performance overlay on the screen, lower center part of the screen. And in the description there's my PC specification, so I'm torturing my low-spec PC here right now. Yeah, this jumping is not good. I'm gonna go back to medium, and then I'm gonna end the stream in a moment. Medium, yes. Oh no, the jumping stopped. Turn. Oh! Yeah, we clipped the building. Rugged little drone. Is that... Oh, Central Park. Well, that's a good place to end the stream, I think. And here's a roundabout. Is this the widest POV? Yeah. New York traffic. Well behaved, I see. Yellow cab. And the buildings look like that. How much is it using my bandwidth? About 10 megabytes per second download. You're not seeing the overlay, but I have it on here live right now. There's a golf course. .15 frames a second on medium native 2K. PC information in the description. And yeah, native 2K. Medium settings, medium preset settings, yeah, graphical settings. There's a road and some bugs in the foliage, in the flora. It's kind of messy. Never been here, so I can't say. But compared to the pure bluish colors of 2020, it has more greens and yellows, so I think that's kind of algae and, you know, natural colors and life in a pond or a lake, maybe. We're getting an average of 20-ish on the download. Get this smaller, yes. Yeah, you can't see the overlay, but I have the what's the word? The Windows Task Manager open on the same time. There you go. I'm gonna land on this golf course here. End the stream here. But yeah, if you like what you see, we do these kind of things, of course, with the new game, but we're gonna do the edited comparisons between 2020 and 2024, and of course reviews and such, trying to get those out, but you have to play the game for a while, I think, before you get out a review, or yeah, provide a review for the public. But otherwise I like to do these explorative, educational, kind of documentary style episodes. Oh, I'm low on my camera. But yeah, documentary style, more documentary style episodes with AI-Sky. Oh, it shut off by itself when I touched ground. Is that a feature of the drone? Maybe. But yeah, documentary style episodes and such, and with AI-Sky we fly over real world locations and talk about relating topics. So that's something I actually like to do on top of all the other things. So give us a follow if you like this. Can I get out of the airplane? Yeah, drone. Can I just... Oh, please let me walk here. Is there a button or what's that? Throttle, flight mode, cruise mode. Can I just jump out? I guess there's no door. No, I can't. Oh, bummer. Well, I can hear the birds singing here, so nice place to end the stream. Join us again later today, tomorrow, in the future. Kill switch. I so hope that I could walk here for a while, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm not sure actually if this is a real thing, this drone, or if it is a battery. So I guess it's electric. Click to fully recharge. Amazing technology. You can click the touchscreen and you get battery fully recharged. Okay. Well, thank you. This was entire the retreat. Thank you for joining us. See you in the next one. Maybe AI-Sky is with us and we can actually learn something about the world on the same time. But this was my first flight. I just tested, I think once 15 minutes or so in Tokyo that the actual game works. And I am fortunate enough so that I have a working game, as of right now at least. I'm not sure if that's the case in the world because yesterday it was a catastrophe, the launch. But yeah, good, good enough at this point at least. Summarizing, the frames on my setup, the low-end PC you see in the description, my actual setup, explained what PC I am playing on. I think that I'm down 5-ish frames in general on native 2K medium settings in the new game, 2024 model or version. But the frame rate is smoother. It's not dipping as much as in 2020. And then of course, I think the graphics are better, yes. More realistic maybe. The 2020 graphics looked more, how would I put it? They are more bloomy and maybe more bright in general. But they lack then of course, or not of course, but they lack some detail compared to 2024 that then has seasonal changes and everything. And you can see here, medium settings, it's not perfect at all. This is actually the first location where I get these strange kind of walls in the flora, in the vegetation. But then again, this is again a worst case scenario. You are sitting inside Central Park. Most places we went to in this live stream have a good quality. Walking in Africa was nice. Flying around Mount Everest was stunning. More detail and crispiness in the mountain sides. And where were we? I can't remember. We were in many places, small islands, Tokyo, and such. So yeah, that's my 2 cents, my first impressions. And yeah, my opinion may change in the future, so let's see. But yeah, thank you for now, and hopefully I see you in the future.